All right, so I have an assignment here that I've assigned. Now, if I jump over to the student view, I have an assignment. All right, so I click on my assignment, I do some work, work. I turn it in. Cool, turn in my work. Now, as a student, I can always hit this unsubmit button. So the teacher hasn't even looked at it yet, but I'm like, oh, that wasn't good enough. I can always hit unsubmit here. Now, let's flip back over to the teacher view. Hit refresh. And I now have one turned in. Cool. Now, I can click on this assignment and I can return it with some comments, or I can return it with a grade. I can also do this to multiple students at once if I need to. So like if I know it was something where everyone got 12 out of 15 because it was a small group and they all did it together, there's lots of things you can do. So I'm going to return this without the grade. Redo. Hit post. And I'm going to return it with no grade. So there's a difference between return and no grade and return and grade. So now, if I hit refresh here, this is back in assigned instead of turned in. That makes sense? All right, so student, incognito, works great. So incognito, awesome. I've decided to do some more work, and I'm going to attach a whole new file. That's what I'm going to do. Sure. But so, and I can say done. Oops. Work. Look at this. I'm so good at this. Done. I'm going to add a comment. I fixed it. I turned it back in. I've now got two things attached to it. Both of them have my name on it. I love this program. All right, so now I flip back over to the teacher view. That is not the teacher view. That is the teacher view. And I hit refresh. Almost wish I had like two different colors, like student view is yellow. And I'm back to turned in. So now I can click on this and I can put a grade right here, or I can do the thing where I pull it into the other screen. But I'm going to say now this is 12 out of 15. And now I've returned it with a grade. I can leave another comment if I want. And now it's sitting in graded. So if I go back to all students, now you see this is graded. So I go from turned in, that means I have to do something. Assigned means the student has to do something. Graded as a teacher is kind of done to me. But if I go to the student view, what does this look like now? So if I hit refresh from student view, I have turned in now. I'm just going to go back to my classwork here. And now this is gray because I've done it. And it says graded. And I've got my grade. I can still resubmit even though it's graded. So I could decide to add more. As the teacher, I could just return it again. So as a student here, I can still resubmit. So there's, I guess, a piece here where the student can always hit resubmit, but once it's gray in the student's timeline, there isn't a trigger for them to do that anymore. And now it's back to turned in. They hit resubmit, and it's not in graded anymore. So it could turn into a bit of an infinite loop here, but usually when it's been returned 3 times with the same grade, the student gives up, which is not really what we want. But that's kind of the sequence of how it looks, if that helps clarify.